Happy Halloween, everybody! Tonight's play is called Gods Don't Sleep. It's a found audio radio play which takes place in a police department interrogation room just after the protagonist Jonathan Harold Cook has been picked up by the Orange County Sheriff's Department. The play was written by David W. Pedersen. It stars Tim Stotz as Jonathan Harold Cook, Jeff Scaduto as Detective Moore, and Thomas L. Vaultonburg as Sergeant Lamp. It was edited by Kim and David Pedersen. So dim the lights, get your popcorn, get spooky. Ladies and gentlemen, gods don't sleep.
Okay, the red light is on. Mr. Cook, do you mind if I close this door over here? Give us a little more privacy.
No, sir.
Right. Can I get you some water, coffee?
No, thank you, sir.
All right. We have your consent to record.
Yes, sir. Do I need to say that again?
No, that's fine. Today's date is Sunday, November 3rd, 1995. Time is 8:03 a.m. My name is Sergeant Kenneth Moore. What is your full name?
Jonathan Harold Cook. Should I spell that?
No. C-O-O-K?
Yes, sir.
Date of birth?
September 13th, 1964. I just had a birthday.
Oh, happy birthday. So, before we begin, I know you've seen it probably 100 times or more on TV. I have to read you your rights.
Oh, okay.
You have the right to remain silent. Anything you say can and will be used against you in a court of law. You have a right to an attorney. If you cannot afford an attorney, one will be provided for you. Do you understand the rights that I have just read to you?
Yes, sir.
With these rights in mind, do you wish to speak to me?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Just sign the form right here in box number 11. All right. Forms are taken care of. Where are you from?
Rockford, Illinois.
Do you have any family in Florida?
No, sir.
Are you vacationing here?
No, sir.
What is your current occupation?
I'm unemployed. I used to do government work, though.
Which agency?
IRS, the Internal Revenue Service.
Is that the tax department?
Yes, sir.
Bet that was pretty rough.
No, it wasn't so bad. I mean, it was a paycheck. I think most people understood you're just trying to do your job. Probably the same thing as you go through.
The report says you were reaching into your pockets for the weapon when the officer found you.
Yeah. I was just going to try to randomly shoot through the windows. I knew you guys were going to arrest me.
Are you a follower of Mr. Bluebell?
No.
You don't watch his TV shows or sermons?
No.
Do you think he's a fraud?
Well, that's what I thought originally.
Okay. So how did you first hear about George Bluebell?
About 4 months ago, my mom died. We weren't really talking much. I'm an only child. I didn't have any brothers or sisters and no other family to speak of. So yeah, after she dies, I get a call from her attorney about the estate, and I was pretty surprised to learn that she'd given everything to Bluebell Ministries. That's George Bluebell's company. And I was like, who the hell are they? But that was the first time I'd ever heard of him or them or the church.
How much did she leave him?
Everything. I don't know the exact amount, but it was a lot. She'd been in a home for the last couple of years because of health stuff.
She couldn't have been very old. You're a young guy.
She was 68. She had me in her 30s. She had heart problems. Needed a lot of help. After I left for college, I only saw her maybe once or twice a year. She didn't really like company. I don't think she wanted me to see her like that.
Okay. So you find out that Bluebell took your inheritance and you decide that you're going to kill him.
No. What time
What
is it?
happened after you found out about the inheritance?
When I found out about Bluebell Ministries, I didn't know anything about him. I looked him up and learned that George Bluebell was a TV preacher. Called up an attorney friend of mine and we looked over the paperwork and it was airtight. There's nothing we could do about it.
That would definitely make me want to kill somebody.
That's not why I want to kill George Bluebell.
You're okay with him taking all your inheritance?
No, I'm not okay with it. But that doesn't matter now. none of this matters. All right? I was mad about the money, but I didn't want to kill him until a few months later.
What did you do after you talked to the attorney and decided not to sue?
Well, I asked a friend at the department to pull up Bluebell's tax record.
Is that what got you fired?
Yeah, and my friend who pulled it too. I tried to tell the boss it was all on me, though.
Were you angry about your friend losing his job?
Yes, but we broke the law, and I felt bad for my friend, but that is not why I want to kill anybody.
I don't believe you, John.
What time is it?
Why did you try and kill George Bluebell?
He isn't who he says he is.
I know. Yeah, he's a TV preacher. That's how all of them are, but that doesn't mean he deserves to die.
He's evil. And he's not a preacher.
It's all an act. I hear you. But that doesn't mean that he's evil.
I'm going to tell you something, and it's going to sound crazy. But I am not crazy. I know every crazy person ever has said that, but I am not crazy.
I think you're probably more upset about losing your mom than you originally thought. But we can get you help. You didn't hurt anyone.
That doesn't matter. I'm trying to tell you. I know you won't believe me, but just listen.
Why did you go to his house, John?
He's trying to bring something into this world that doesn't belong here. Whatever this thing is and wherever it's from, it's worse than the devil. I'm not crazy. I'm not lying to you. I'm telling the truth. I'm not crazy.
Nobody said you were crazy, John. I'm trying to understand. What is he going to do?
He's trying to bring something evil here. I don't know what its name is, but if I did, I'd never say it. That's how you bring it here, just by thinking about it or talking about it. It gets stronger.
And how did you find out about it?
There was a group of us who knew the truth.
Is someone else going to try and kill George Bluebell?
I'm all that's left. It was a small group and we kept quiet about it.
How did you find out?
Someone who was very close to him found us and told us. What time is it?
It's 8:11.
He's giving his sermon right now in front of millions of people. You've got to stop him.
John, we can get you some help.
You asked about what he's trying to bring here? It's a god. I know that for sure. The god of everything wrong. All things despicable and gross. The god of maggots and death.
John!
The god of rotting
You have got
flesh.
to calm
The god
down.
of horrors that we can't even imagine. Humans can't even begin to understand the amount of pain that thing will bring here. It's beyond
It doesn't
pain.
make any sense. You're not thinking rationally, John. That's an irrational thought. Take a deep breath and think about it for a second. Why would anything, any creature, want to do that to us?
Because that's what it does. That's its purpose. Just like people are here to survive and explore. Our instincts are burned into us since we're little fish things coming out of the ocean. We're naturally driven to want to continue and to spread our genes everywhere we go. And we want to go as far out there as we possibly can. This thing's sole purpose is inflict torture.
I don't think it's rational to believe that George Bluebell is trying to bring a space alien here to kill us.
It's not an alien. It isn't in space. It doesn't exist.
Bluebell is creating the monster?
You've heard the saying that for everything positive, there's a negative, right?
Sure.
And in the years you've been working as a cop, you've seen a lot of good people make mistakes or do things that are bad.
Of course.
When I worked for the Department of Revenue, I saw the same thing. I don't think that anyone who committed fraud ever thought that they weren't a good person. So, good is really a subjective or relative term. There are different levels of good. Do you think it's possible that for everything good that's been created, there may also be something evil that's been created? For every positive, there's a negative.
I have no idea, John.
What if, when the Big Bang happened, it didn't just create this universe, it created multiple universes. Each one a more negative version of the original positive. Like, the first universe created is the best place, like heaven. And our universe is a copy of that universe, but just a little more negative, somewhere in the middle. And this other place where this God exists is on the highest end of an infinite level of worst universes ever created or that will be created. It comes from the worst universe imaginable.
It doesn't make any sense.
Gods don't sleep, detective. They wait, or they are born. And George Bluebell knows how to bring that thing here.
I can't listen to this anymore.
He's going to have all of his followers in the stadium and at home watching the show call its name. They all chant it at the same time. Millions of people calling its name, thinking they're praying to something else. You gotta stop them, detective. You gotta believe me.
Sit down.
I'm telling the truth. Everything you've ever loved will suffer. All of us. It's better to die now.
Sit down. Now, I've been patient, but I've heard enough. You're here because you've been arrested for trespassing and possession of an unregistered firearm. Period. We are going to get you the help that you need. It's obvious that you're under... Jesus. Stay in your chair. What the hell is that shaking?
I tried to tell you. I tried to stop it.
Is everyone okay? Is anyone hurt?
I looked out the window.
What?
There's a hole in the sky. We gotta get these people to the basement.
It's too late. It's too late.
Is it an earthquake? What the hell is that noise?
Oh my God! It's bigger than the moon.
Happy Halloween, everyone. That was Gods Don't Sleep, starring Tim Stotz, Jeff Scaduto, and Thomas L. Vaultonburg. The play was written by David W. Pedersen with music by the same, edited by Kim Pedersen and Dave Pedersen as well. I hope you all have a wonderful night. Don't eat too much candy, and remember, it's bigger than the moon.